So I have this strip of land that's in front of my house in between the sidewalk and the street. And my goal here is to create a more of a privacy fruit tree hedge. Eventually have 4 or 5 fruit trees with nitrogen fixing shrubs in between, such as autumn olives or gummy berries. So the tree that I'm going to be planting today is a semi-dwarf northern spy apple tree. It's a late ripening variety, so it should cross-pollinate really well with the Granny Smith that I'm planting it next to. So after removing it from the packaging, I went ahead and put it into a bucket with water just to go ahead and sit in there until I was ready to put it in the ground. So all the trees that I'm going to be planting here in this space are going to be about 5 feet apart. And I know that that's a lot closer than you would normally plant fruit trees next to each other, but remember, my goal here is to create more of a fruit tree hedge that will add a little bit more privacy. So you can see here there's a lot of straggly roots. I'm going to go ahead and cut those off so that it fits better into the planting hole, and also I feel like it helps it establish a little bit better root system. So I want to make sure that I dig a wide enough hole that the roots have plenty of space to grow throughout this spring and summer. But I also don't want to dig a hole that's too deep because I want to make sure that the soil level is under the level of the graft point. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this organic fertilizer. It's a real low 242 that I picked up on clearance for less than $1 at Home Depot a couple months ago. Then I'm going to go ahead and backfill and then tamp it in just a little bit, and then go ahead and water it in with the water that the tree was previously soaking in. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and prune the tree so that once it starts growing, it'll take the shape that I want. So the first thing I'm going to do is start looking for an outward growing bud. And this one looks like a really good one, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. So here's another outward growing bud, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one right here. Here's number 3. And here's number 4. So you can see here we have the tree completely planted, pruned, and ready to start growing here in a couple weeks. There's the Granny Smith, and here's where I'm going to be planting the 2 or 3 trees that will be here in 2 weeks.